Well, hello, and welcome to the Winding Road Podcast. Let's just dive right into it today. If I could just bring my thoughts out loud, unencumbered, just pretending that nothing is on and I'm just thinking to myself out loud would be great. But it's hard to just think out loud, because once you say something, then it's out there, it's out into the world. But what I was thinking about just a second ago is, man, it's I don't let things go easily. And I think that's a good thing, and I think that's a bad thing. I think, number one, it shows that I care, and I care a lot. And if I don't think somebody's getting me, I'm going to keep trying to explain for them to understand, but I always try to listen. I'm not perfect. Sometimes, of course, I get caught up in talking too much and not listening enough. But yes, listening is definitely a huge key to this whole equation called life, the winding road. But, if I let stuff attach to me and I don't let it go as easier as some people, and I'm sure some people have it a lot worse than me in the other direction and have an even tougher time letting it go than I do. And maybe I'm talking to them, I'm talking to people on the other side, I'm talking to all sides, and that's all we're doing is exploring, trying to just have a most well-rounded thought process that we can have as far as making a circle and trying to see every single aspect and every single point. And we're obviously not going to be able to do that as human beings. It's just however many brain cells you got and however they work and however we're wired, and everybody's different, man. And that's why you should never judge anybody, because they could have been you could have been them. I can't stress that enough. And that's why I say I'm me, you're you, we are each other, because you could have been them. You didn't even have to exist at all, but here you are now in this moment right here living. And so what are you doing? What do you need? What do you got? Let go. Let go of those attachments, but also still care. Care with love, not anger, because that's what I was going to say. The negative side of that is that if you care a lot and you aren't comfortable whenever things are left unsettled, I have a huge problem with doing that. And I've gotten better over the years, and I'm still learning. We're all learning. We're all at different levels, but we're all here at this point in time, if time even exists. Who knows? That's the great mystery, right? These are things that I ponder. I was checking out an article about Marcus Aurelius. There's a guy on Medium. Maybe I'll go back and I'll find that article. Maybe we can give him a shout out. But Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, see, this is where I look dumb, because I can't remember the name of the book, but I'm trying. But the point being of philosophy, as we just saw a whippoorwill whip right in front of us here on the winding road, and there goes a butterfly over the car. Over our heads, it is a sunny sky here today on the winding road. We'll wind back around to Marcus Aurelius in a moment and give you some more words of wisdom and words of advice. But just, that was one of the things I got angry about earlier, is just somebody tried something, oh yeah, well, they've been around, they got more experience than you do, and they've been around a lot longer. I'm not a huge fan of that. Yes, of course, wisdom comes with age. Yes, it does, but that's a very old principle. That's a very old way of thinking. It's a good way of thinking But yes, it's not an evolved way of thinking about it and thinking deeper about it, because just because someone's been here longer than you doesn't mean they're better than you, doesn't mean they're smarter than you, just means they're older than you. But if you get the concept of time is time, does time even exist, then you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future, you're thinking about the here, you're thinking about your goals, your aspirations, legacy type shit. Like, it's about trying to get to that next level and be on team top notch. And that's why I've been doing all the things that I've been doing, is because time is time, but time is not guaranteed with our earthly bodies here as we are now. Okay? Because you think about the eye, you think about your eyes, you think about, like, I was just looking at an article the other day on talking about black holes and like shit. Like, I guess it's just an illustration of what they think they might look like. So maybe they did it on purpose. No. Like, that's the way, if you trust in science and trust it, yes, okay, that's probably what a black hole looks like. Then all right, that looks like our damn eyes, and everything goes around, and like, we are a part of everything. We are a part of the universe. How much water's on the earth, how much water's in us. Like, these are down to the core fact, matter of detail, but yet also realizing of the possibility of more. So with that in mind, yes, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that he died for our sins. I do believe the Bible. I was brought up to believe that way, and I still believe that here now. But I don't put God in a box, and I don't judge anybody, for anything that they might do or who they are. No matter what, I genuinely try not to. And if I can be that way as I watch the wind whip across the grass here on a bright, beautiful day, sun shining, there goes another bug over the window, and let's get down to it. Let's get down to brass tacks, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to talk about Marcus Aurelius and the article that I read on Medium. I'll put it in the description. Hopefully I remembered to do that. If not, I apologize. Zerino Marengo might have been who wrote the article. His article was about, he lived the daily routine of Marcus Aurelius. And what Marcus Aurelius wrote about, and this is what the guy said in the article, was the reason that he wrote because of his character. He wrote to keep his character in check so he could be the best version of himself that he can possibly be. And I think in a nutshell, like, life and meaning and purpose, like, the best, that I can go by is, what's my character? Am I a person that's slow to anger? Am I a person that's slow to lust? Am I a person to listen? Am I a person to try to keep gaining understanding? Yes, I am. And that's why I set down upon this winding road, is to keep continuing to build my character and to find out about who I am by sharing it with you, the world. So that's what we're doing here on the winding road. I think I'm going to hop on here a lot of the time and just, kind of talk about life in generalities, I'll give you some stories and stuff like that. And we'll keep it all fiction, right? Because I'm a fiction writer. Because, just, protect the names of the innocent. But, that's what we're doing. We got beautiful, beautiful water to both sides as we go over the bridge of life. And it's a whole hell of a lot of fun. But, got my novel coming out. Hopefully, I keep saying hopefully, I started writing it in 2006 after my grandma died. And it was just, something that may or may not have happened surrounding that made me think of an ideal for this book. It was just like a good plot line, and then I filled out one of those little small black notebooks, filled that out in about a couple of weeks with this main plot line, and I kind of already started to develop some other plot lines for it. And I continued on with my radio career after I'd filled out that notebook, and I did that, I just in the beginning of my radio career whenever my grandma died. So I went through my whole radio career, spent 11 years doing that, and I always had that book in the back of my head. And so then in 2013, I quit radio and really started writing that book. So really, the book's kind of been 9-10 years now going on in the making, that's how long it's taken me to be comfortable. I'm not even there yet, man. I'm not even there at all to be comfortable. I want to build my stuff to be able to put my novel out there, but at some point I just gotta do it, whether or not. I've gone through the whole querying process 2-3 different times. I did something crazy. I went to New York to try to talk to these people in person. It's old school. I know a lot of them probably didn't want me to do that, and it was probably stupid. Maybe karma bit me in the butt because I did get a ticket while I was in New York City. But you know what? I'm me, you're you, and we have to take chances. We have to take risks. If anything, I learned there, if I can do something as crazy as that, I sure as hell can get on here and just talk, because I'm good at that. I can do that. I was an award-winning play-by-play broadcaster for the state of Illinois in 2013. I can do this. I can do this. Bird flying to the right. Bird up on the wire. Well, I guess that's about all I have to say. We kind of wrapped around, back about just getting angry at stuff, and how do you deal with it whenever that happens with things. And the other day I did good because I calmly just said, hey, I love you. I love you. That was key. I said that 2 or 3 times, rather than get angry and upset. I just said I love you, and I gave it some time, and that worked. So maybe it's something you want to try, maybe it's something you want to do, maybe not. I'm just throwing my thoughts out there as the wind is whipping this flag. I'm talking real nice. That looks to be about a 20-mile-an-hour gust. And going to work, so no disc golfing today. I do got the basket in the background. You might be able to see it. You might be able to not. Might not be able to see it. This is my art, by the way, guys, that you're seeing here if you're watching on YouTube. This is also a part of me and is a part of everything that I do. And if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. What I'm here to do is I'm here to love, I'm here to inspire, and I'm here to unite. I'm me, you're you. We are each other. God bless.